Capricorn is looking to integrate what Sagittarius started to build and started to dream about. Those social initiatives and ways of inventing things that could help us live together in an easier way and more organized way. We know the proverbial dutifulness and sense of responsibility of the Capricorn type. And when your Saturn is very strong in the chart as well, you can connect to that idea of doing the right thing, because this is the sign of right action, of what is in the head of the Capricorn, the moral thing or the right thing, the appropriate thing to do, based on the rules and regulations of the environment in which we need to integrate. What we can expect to go wrong here is doing too much of this or too little of this. These are the two main shadows of Capricorn. Too much self-discipline can lead to enormous strain of the nerves, of the body, of the emotions. When immersed in work and in action out there in the world, Capricorn can very often forget to take care of itself and of others around it. And it can become totally blind if it's not reminded by others to open its heart to how it should give itself some lunar care, Cancer or the moon. We have plenty of lazy Capricorns as well. Whenever we fail to be on top of our things and in control in a good way, doing those tasks and those responsibilities that we all hate, but we have to every now and then, like cleaning the house and doing the tax return. If we neglect those responsibilities too long, then Saturn comes and reminds us that even if nothing really bad happens, there is this nagging sense of emptiness and of lost opportunity. Just as an empire, like the Roman Empire, for example, or maybe we can claim the empires of today that so much resemble in their present state in history what was the state of the late Roman Empire. They resemble this idea of Capricorn having reached the peak of how much society can develop. And before it starts reforming itself, before it starts questioning the status quo and some of the things that have already been established. Maybe we can think of very Capricornian people as somebody who already knows something. They already know that something is very important. So that's why they've rolled their sleeves and with a bit of trepidation in their heart and, kind of something is at stake, they feel, they are doing serious work and they don't want to be distracted away from that work. But maybe if they are not even able to define the importance of having a mission, they sense it. So their actions, which are most instinctive to do it that way, they are also potentially contagious to others. And we realize we all need to be Capricornian, just in our own field. The elder in my mind is the epitome of the positive Capricorn. The elder is someone old that has young people around them who want to be there, who want to be present with that person, who actually want to have something to do with them. There is something extremely sad and extremely futile in what the usual situation is, especially today, that people grow old without even having grown up. And we know that with Saturn, first thing we need to do, and quite early, around the 30s and then the 60s, is to grow up first. The actual recipe for depression and even suicidal thoughts and stuff like this and egoism in late life, the recipe for that is not having done the work which the lessons of Saturn required during the various peak points of the Saturn cycle during our lifetime. All the 7-year stepping stones, 7, 14, 21, 30, those rites of passage of Saturn are the necessary tests that make the difference of whether we are going to be the grumpy old man or the elder.